Hello everyone, welcome back to Michelle Reads A Lot of Fantasy, and yes, it's time for another video. So I'm going to be talking about a little bit more about my Nook reader, but not as a review or anything, but more as what I've done with it. So right now my Nook is charging up, so that's why I don't have it on me right now. Um, I will add on that note about the charging of that device. One of the biggest things I really don't like about the Kindle is the fact it does not have a block. Now, I think that the only one that did have a block was the Fire, but I'm not getting another one just to see if they have a block on it. Um, Barnes& and Noble is the only one that even thinks about putting a block, like the one you plug into the wall and everything, into their device, which is why I'm like loving it. But anyways, so it was the 1st of October, and I had sat down and I typed in on my TikTok, um, Nook Reader. But then when I pressed enter, it said like, no, actually what happened was it was more of like I typed it in and then it said like Nook Reader review, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to see that. And so I clicked it and told the algorithm to basically give me those. Weirdly enough, I got a lot of like um Kobo reviews, which was weird because I was like, no, this is like not what I wanted. But then a couple of videos down, I started getting these Nook reviews, and there were several for the Nook Glow Light, and not the Nook Glow Light 4 Plus, but the Nook Glow Light. And then I got down to like go into Barnes and Noble to get a new e-reader and everything. And finally, I hit the Nook tablet, and I got a couple of them. And then one video in particular was talking about if you don't want to buy a Kindle, then you can download the app onto your your tablet. And I knew that. Because when I got the tablet, the Kindle app was on there, and I deleted it because I didn't want the Kindle app. And I was like, I'm going to go ahead and just put it back on my tablet and see how it is. And then I had to basically, was it, was it, was it, uh, was it, was, login, there's the word, login. And immediately I saw like all the books that I had gotten that was on the tablet. And so I I turned on my hotspot and I chose 5 books that I was reading that I wanted to actually continue reading. And one of them, of course, was Rivers of London, which I finished that book. And what I ended up doing was go onto my ColorSoft, which is hooked up to our Wi-Fi, not my phone, but the apartment Wi-Fi, and I transferred over to the read part. So, what I like about it was that it works definitely like a Kindle Fire, where you have like the calendar and it tells you like how many days you've been reading, which I really like. And I don't like that the Kindles like the ColorSoft and Paperwhite does not have that feature to where you can look at your reading history and everything. Um, but I do like the fact that you can do that on the tablet, and like you could do it on the Kindle Fire. Um, And it's like if I don't want to turn the internet on, if I just want to read the book like I would a regular Kindle, I can do that. I don't have to, not being reminded that I don't have the internet on. And I know one of the biggest things that really ticked me off about my Nook Glow Light 4 Plus was that when I was reading, like like at my job or whatever, not the job I've got now, but previous job, I was constantly being bombarded with like, oh, you got there's available Wi-Fi networks, and I'm like, I don't want that. So I had to go in the system and like make the little black dot gone, so stop doing that, which was so annoying. But on my Nook tablet, it does not do that. If you don't want to have the internet on, the device is totally fine with that. But what I did was I read those 5 books, and once I was done reading those 5 books, then I went ahead and I got 5 more books, which I'm now down to 4. Down to 4. Anyways, so yeah, so that's something that I do like about having the Kindle app on my tablet, is I can sit there and I can read the book. The colors are far more vivid, and it's just so much more enjoyable than it would be on the Color Soft or the Paperwhite. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to continue to do that for ever. However, I want to add, though, that next year I am going to be getting a new Lenovo tablet. I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble. It has to be from Barnes & Noble. Here's the thing. I'm not going to have it on. I'm going to put it away, and then when I need to basically get a new tablet, I can just open up the one I already have and everything. So anyways, I am going to end it there, and I will see you guys around. So until then, keep on reading those fantasy books. Bye.